Are you ready? Because the name I'm about to tell you isn't just the fastest running human. It's a legend that shattered the limits of the human body, making everything deemed impossible possible. Imagine a human being who finishes 100 meters before you even blink. Yes, you heard that right. While you're still taking a breath, he's already crossed the finish line. So here's a question for you. How fast can a human run? Or more importantly, how far can a human push the boundaries written in their destiny? This man, who inscribed his name in golden letters in the Guinness Book of World Records, answered all these questions with a single race. The protagonist of this story is Usain Bolt, from Jamaica, the fastest human the world has ever seen. And no, this isn't just a nickname. This is a fact officially certified by the Guinness Book of World Records. Bolt became the only person in history to run 100 meters in 9.58 seconds. Now stop and think for a moment. 100 meters. The distance we run in school gym classes. For most of us, this time is between 15-20 seconds. But do you know what 9.58 seconds means? It means a speed that even the human eye struggles to follow. When he was racing, he reached speeds of 44.72 kilometers per hour. Faster than a car in city traffic, with just muscle power. So do you think this is just talent? Or is there a completely different story behind it? The reason Usain Bolt entered the Guinness Book of World Records is crystal clear, being the fastest runner in human history. But this record isn't just about one race. Bolt broke world records repeatedly in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4 100-meter relay races. However, the actual moment that got him into the Guinness Book of World Records was the 100-meter race he ran in 9.58 seconds at the Berlin Olympic Stadium on August 16, 2009. In that race, the wind was favorable, the track was right, but most importantly, Bolt was mentally prepared. Among his competitors were world-class sprinters like Tyson Gay and Asafa Powell. But that day the track belonged only to Bolt. Do you think what makes an athlete break records is just their muscles or their mind? On that race day, everyone expected a fast run from Bolt, but nobody expected this much. The starting gun fired, and Bolt seemed to have started a bit slow. His reaction time was 0.146 seconds, almost one of the slowest. He wasn't even in front for the first 30 meters. But then, he accelerated as if a button had been pressed. After the 60-meter mark, no one had a chance. His strides lengthened, his torso straightened. His face had an almost relaxed expression. While his legs took 4.5 steps per second, each step covered 2.5 meters. The cameras couldn't keep up. The commentators started screaming. And the finish line? 9:58. The stadium fell silent for a moment, people trying to comprehend what they had witnessed. Then applause erupted like an explosion. That was the moment a new page was opened in the Guinness Book of World Records. Bolt had broken his previous record by exactly 0.11 seconds. Scientists began calculating how close this record came to theoretical limits. So I'm asking you, have you ever accomplished something in your life that you once called impossible? So how did Bolt get to this point? Did everything happen all at once? Of course not. Usain Bolt's story began on August 21, 1986, in a small town in Jamaica, in a poor area called Sherwood Content. His family ran a small grocery store. Throughout his childhood, he had neither expensive shoes nor private coaches. He often ran barefoot. Even going to school, he loved running. But here's the interesting part. Bolt was very lazy as a child. Yes, you heard that right. He was a kid who skipped training, struggled with discipline, sometimes climbed trees to hide from practice. His mother gave him the nickname meaning lightning when he was little because he was constantly in motion. But this energy wasn't always channeled in the right direction. Do you think the past of people we admire today is truly flawless? The person who first noticed Bolt's talent was Pablo McNeil, a physical education teacher at William Knibb Memorial High School. His tall height, natural speed, and stride lengths immediately caught attention. McNeil tried to convince Bolt to train seriously. But Bolt loved cricket more than sprinting. In fact, he almost never started an athletics career at all. If the right people hadn't appeared at the right time, we might never have known him today. His mother and teacher convinced him together. Try athletics first, then you can return to cricket. That later never came. Life sometimes changes with a single decision, doesn't it? When he started his professional athletics career, things didn't immediately fall into place for Bolt. Injuries wouldn't leave him alone. Knee problems, back pain, muscle tears, scoliosis. The curvature in his spine constantly caused pain. Many experts said his 1.95-meter tall height was a disadvantage for sprinting. This kid can't run 100 meters, they said, because in the sprint world, short and explosive athletes were preferred. Bolt, however, was tall, loose-limbed, and unconventional. He didn't fit the traditional sprint form. Coaches shook their heads. He can't run anything beyond 200 meters. So why do you think those who step outside the system are always criticized? Why is it always said it won't work for those who are different? 2007 was the turning point for Bolt. His coach, Glenn Mills, told him he should focus on 100 and 200 meters instead of 400 meters. Mills had seen that Bolt's long legs could actually be an advantage. He could cover more distance with fewer steps. This decision was a big risk. Everyone thought it was wrong, but it turned out to be right. Mills trained not just his body but also his mind. "You're not just fast, you're different," he said. And Bolt believed it. At the 2008 Beijing Olympics, he literally shocked the world. While winning the 100 meters, he slowed down before finishing, beat his chest, celebrated. His shoelace was even untied. Despite this, he broke the world record, 9:69 seconds. People asked, how fast is this man when he's serious? What would have happened if he hadn't slowed down in the final meters? The answer came in 2009 in Berlin. 9:58, Guinness Book of World Records, immortality. But this success didn't erase the difficulties in Bolt's life. Despite the money he earned, he had to support his family in Jamaica. He supported his siblings, his mother, his father. He was a symbol of hope in his country. He was the representative of escape from poverty. The pressure on him was unbelievable. He was expected to win every race. He didn't have the luxury of losing. If he made a mistake, not just himself but all of Jamaica would be disappointed. What do you think it's like to always have to win? What does it feel like to live under the pressure of never making mistakes? Bolt also received serious criticism. The late 2000s and early 2010s were filled with doping scandals in athletics. Many of his competitors were caught. Marion Jones, Justin Gatlin, Tyson Gay all received penalties at some point. Trust in athletics had been shaken. And everyone looked with suspicion. Bolt can't be this fast, he must be using something, they said. On social media, in forums, even some sports writers implied it. But Bolt passed tests repeatedly, came out clean. Not a single test was positive throughout his career. "I'm here with my talent," he said. And he proved it. He wasn't just fast, he had character. He was the symbol of clean sportsmanship. Even in 2017, after retiring, he had to return his relay race medal from that year because an old teammate, Nesta Carter, tested positive for doping from 2008. This meant receiving punishment despite being innocent. But Bolt handled even this with dignity. In the later stages of his life, injuries increased. Especially the hamstring injury he suffered at his final race at the 2017 London World Championships was a sad ending to his career. He was in the final of the 4x100-meter relay. He was running the final leg. The stadium was bidding him farewell. But at the third baton exchange, his leg gave out. He collapsed to the ground. He couldn't see the finish. He was carried away on a stretcher in tears. The world gave him a standing ovation. He had been defeated, but he hadn't lost, because he had already won everything. But Bolt didn't give up. He turned to football, played trial matches in Australia. He entered the business world, established his own brand. He continued to inspire young people. He opened sports schools in Jamaica. He founded the Usain Bolt Foundation. Today, his record still hasn't been broken. 15 years have passed since Berlin. No one has even come close. And here's another question for you. Why are some people ahead of even time itself? Why are some achievements untouchable for generations? Usain Bolt's story tells us this. You may have talent, but without proper guidance it gets lost. You may be criticized, but if you don't give up, you become stronger. It may be called impossible, but you can't know without trying. You may be outside the system, but that only makes you different, not wrong. Entering the Guinness Book of World Records isn't just about running fast. It's about exceeding your own limits, saying, why not? When everyone says it can't be done, Bolt transformed from a poor Jamaican kid into the fastest human on Earth. But here's the real beauty. He's still that kid. He's still dancing, laughing, enjoying life. Success didn't change him, it just showed him to the world. Perhaps this is the real lesson. To be truly great is to not lose the child within you as you grow. So what about you? Is the child within you still chasing their dreams? Or did you listen to those who said, it can't be done? Usain Bolt proved one more thing. Limits exist only in the mind. And if the mind is strong enough, you can change the world in 9.58 seconds.